Приветствуем вас, дорогие слушатели, на подкасте «Глупая, Вобла». С вами Варвара Константиновна
и Юрий Юрьевич.
Сегодня у нас замечательный выпуск, поскольку мы не обременены никакими обязательствами авторов, поскольку, к сожалению, наши выпуски не собирают еще таких многомиллионных просмотров и лайков, как нам бы хотелось. Мы позволим себе некую шалость. И великий день празднования такого, знаете, специфического праздника дионисийства, вы посмотрите в интернете, что значит праздник 20 февраля. Мы с Варварой Константиновной обратимся к самому дорогому для нас творчеству зарубежного писателя Эдгара Аллана По. Прочитаем вам балладу «Ворон» на языке оригинала. Итак, дорогие наши слушатели, уникальный момент в истории. Варвара Константиновна, прошу вас.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volumes of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of some one gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some wizarder," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember, it was the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished tomorrow, vainly I had sought the borrow from my books secretes of sorrow, for the lost Lenora, for the rare and radiant maiden, whom by the angels name Ленора, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some wizarder entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late wizarder entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," I said, "oh, madam, truly, your forgiveness I implore. But the fact I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scare, I was sure I heard you. I here opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, lone I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming, dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenora?" This I whispered, and then echo murmured back the word, "Lenora." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within the burning. Soon again I heard the tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thread is, and the mystery explore. Let me heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when with many flirt and flutter in there stepped a stately raven of a saintly days of yore, not the least obeisance made, and not an instant stopped or steady, but the mien of lord or lady, perched above at my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird, beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum and the countenance it wore, Though thy crest by shorn and shaven, though I said art sure, no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven wandering from nightly shore. Tell me, what the lordly name is one of night's Plutonian shore? Quoth the raven, nevermore! Much I marvelled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For they cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet blessed with the same bird about the chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust among the chamber door, with such name as nevermore. But the raven sitting lonely on the placid bird spoke only the only word of his soul, in that one word he did outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, nevermore, started at the stillness broke by the reply so aptly spoken. Doubtless, said I, that it utters as it only stock the store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the diggers of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, never more. But the raven still beguiling my sad fancy into smiling straight, and wheeled a cushioned seat in front of a bird, embossed and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy onto fancy, thinking that it this ominous bird of yore. What the scream ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking, nevermore. Thus I said, engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the fowl, whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I said, divining, with my head in ease reclining, on the cushion's velvet hanging, that the lamplight glowed o'er, but those velvet violet lining with the lamplight groaning o'er. She shall press, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen cancer, swung by angels whose faint footfalls tinkled and turved the floor. Wretched! I cried, the God hath lent thee by these angels, and they hath sent thee respite the Nepenthe from the memories of Lenora. Quoth the kind Nepenthe, they forget this lost Lenora. Quoth raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, think of evil, prophet, stealeth bird or devil, whether tempest sent, or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate ye all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home of horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there balm of Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, think of evil, prophet, stealeth bird or devil, by the heaven, the bands above us, by the God we both adore, tell the soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aden he shall clasp the same maiden whom the angels name Lenore, clasp a radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. By the word or sign of parting, bird or friend, I shrieked upstanding, get thee back into the tempest of the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of the lie thy soul has spoken. Leave me loneliness unbroken, quit the burst above my door. Take the break from off my heart and make thy form from off my door, quoth the raven. Never more! And the raven never flitting, still the sitting on the papers of palace, just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming, all the lamplights or is streaming through the shadow on the floor. And my soul from that, the shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore.
Слушайте, восхитительная просто громада красок, звуков, настроений. Не противьтесь установленному порядку вещей и остерегайтесь осуществления своих желаний, особенно эротических. Говорит нам это основанное на балладах 17 века произведение Эдгара Аллана По. Вот здесь такой свойственный фольклору налет грубоватой части народности, связанный с тем, что вот есть некие приметы, чувство разума, которое притупляется, воспаляется мозг, появляется видение, приходит некое событие, да, вот такое воплощающее твои вожделение, мысли о прекрасном, это какой-то Леноре, о девушке, это всегда такое балладное настроение. В общем, мы, друзья, в этот раз вам ничего не должны, кроме потрясающего прочтения. Я думаю, это вы нам обязаны. Вот, ну и указание на то, что, конечно, читайте Бюргера, читайте Эдгара Аллана По, читайте «Призраков» Тургенева, наслаждайтесь всемирной известной эстетикой страха.
Когда вам все это немножко поднадоест, советую почитать Говарда Лавкрафта.
А вообще, в общем-то, вот мы чего планируем? Сделать, наверное, какой-то морально-этический перерыв? Поскольку, сколько можно уже? Мы вкалываем, никакого фидбэка.
Пора в отпуск.
Так что вот, ребят, там, какое-то количество лайчонков, репостиков, комментаторов, и, в общем, будет вам еще новый видосик. А сейчас прощаемся с вами. С вами была Глупая Вобла, Ворон Константиновна.
И Юрий Юрьевич.
До новых встреч.